yesterday afternoon, continuing into the evening. The tower at the airport has it's about 1,100 kilometers west-southwest of Japan. So it's actually moved from west to southwest, and it's one out of this area of responsibility. It's currently moving southeasterly at 50 kilometers per hour, still 5 knots, so it has picked up speed over the last 6 hours. It is expected to maintain its track and moving further away from Fiji.
And with the RMFMF military personnel there is.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Basically, to date, the damage has been minor on the roading network, and rain and wind is easing throughout all the divisions, although I noticed from the Met Office that we can still expect some wind gusts and some rain. So our crews are still on patrols out there and monitor all the low-lying areas. As far as the Kings Road goes at Bukarubu Village, that was trees down that were blocking the road. That's all been cleared, so that road's fully open now. And the only road that we have any issues with is up in the Northern Division in Nabualu, which is closed to heavy traffic only, but open to light traffic. That's it, thank you.
Okay, Fiji.
Thank you, Chair. As mentioned by the Director DISMAC, we've had some power issues in certain areas. I think winds have fallen on the line. There have been certain places where lines have been touching each other, which has affected power supply. But glad to say that there's not been any major damages as yet. With the rainfall situation, also mentioned that it hasn't been anything substantial. We have been operating Nandaribatu continuously with both the generators, and I think we're in a better position today. Whilst we've been running it with the inflows that have been coming in, probably 2 meters higher than what we were like yesterday. Likewise from Onasamu, usually when there's some rains, probably wait for a few days for the waters to fill into the dam, but no situation where I would say we're doing very well in terms of the dam level for now. Thanks.
Okay.
Our act is clear on the committees. Under the council there's 3 committees. The Emergency Committee, Preparedness Committee and Mitigation and Prevention Committee. So looking at the act, it is almost the same people that are in the council are also in the committees. But with the concurrence of the minister, we will be reviewing some of this because we need technical people in the committees, rather than bringing in the permanent secretary. Even though the permanent secretary has the authority to say yes and no in the committee, but we need technical people in the committee. And with the concurrence of the minister, we will be reviewing some of the memberships of the committee. And in the discussions that we have yesterday, we will have the committees to meet on a regular basis, maybe on a quarterly basis, so that we prepare for disasters as it comes in the future. Not only natural disaster, but we are also looking at man-made disasters. The spillage of sewage in 4 miles. Those are the disasters that we will be looking at. Overall, holistic approach to the disasters that affect our people, whether it be health, environment, social, economic disasters. So we will strengthen the committees so that the committees meet on a regular basis and we look at the issues as they arise.
I acknowledge all of you and thank you once again for the services offered in the last 24 hours. And as we are easing off, not totally, as the situation and the coastal weather improves. Again, there are a few key things that probably will still need to be coordinated well. The Permanent Secretary for Public Services talked about FSC. In fact, all agencies, we still need to capture damages, losses, whatsoever. Because at the end of this, we will still need to compile and submit a report to government. So I will urge the National Controller and the Director to coordinate all this. Although they are minimal, it needs to be captured. So we will request in the next 24 hours tomorrow. As soon as you have your reports, we would appreciate if it can be sent immediately. And actions that you have taken in order to address the needs, and of course quantifying the costs as well, so that we can have a record of all this. That's the first issue that I wish to raise. Secondly, as usual in all previous disasters, starting from 2009, after every disaster, we always have what we call the post-disaster debriefs. We need to capture the key lessons learned. While we have been spared, there are still weaknesses in systems and processes, and of course, the Assistant Minister has talked about policy issues and structural issues. These are the things that we need to take on, because previously we have very good reports, but it's just filed away and we wait for the next one. That is why we have always been reactive. I have reiterated the other day that since 2009, government's key statement was the shift from a culture of reaction to a culture of prevention, being proactive. In that way, we will minimize the risks, the losses, and of course ensure that there is consistency in our economic performance, and most importantly, growth as well. Lessons learned are important, and we need to be briefing and informing our policymakers so that necessary changes have to be made as well. And of course, at the lower level, operational issues, these are the things that we need to address. So I will, again, with the coordinator, we will arrange a time for all of this, additional to what the Assistant Minister has stated. Okay, well, I read from here, while we will be awaiting the assessments and the reports, at the same time, as raised by the Land Force Commander yesterday, we need to start looking at how we can assist our brothers and sisters in Vanuatu. As of this morning, for your information, I think Fiji Airways is waiting for clearance from Vanuatu to send a flight across to probably expect our people who need to be brought to Fiji. I spoke with the Minister this morning, Minister for Commerce and Industrial Trade, the Honorable Fayaz Square. I think he's liaising closely with the authorities. Whether that will be happening today, that's a big question, but we will wait for that information. In the meantime, what has been arranged as well, and he has discussed this with the Prime Minister, the Honourable Minister together with the private sector looking at how can Fiji contribute when the first flight leaves for Port-Vila in terms of food items, all the necessary stores that will be needed. That is currently being arranged. Again, when that flight will take place, we are yet to confirm, but we will look at our options. Probably once the timing is confirmed, then we will look at what can we also add to that. So after this, let's have a break for tea, and then probably I will call the permanent secretaries who are around, and maybe the key agencies, the security forces. We've got the acting permanent secretary for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Nasi. He's walked in now because we will get most of our cues from Foreign Affairs. I know that there is also an arrangement within MSG, so we will get the guidance. We need to prepare now. And then of course, maybe tomorrow then we will, I will ask this small team to start the preparatory work, discuss our options, whatever, according to the capabilities that we have, and of course the needs in Vanuatu as well. I'm not sure about communication at this stage. Communication, how is it coming on? But in NDMO, we have a few satellite phones, probably as our team deploys, when the government does design, then we will look at our options, but communication is very important. So we will leave it at that. Fiji Airways is preparing for a flight, and that will take some stalls from the private sector. And hopefully, if we are ready, then we can look at the government reconnaissance team or whatever. Again, subject to government's clearance. But at the same time today, we will do the planning. And of course, make a submission to government for government's clearance, approval, and then we will see how we can assist our friends in Vanuatu as well. So that's an area that we will focus on. Again, I convey my appreciation to all of you. Convey this to people under your portfolios, both in the private sector and in public sector, and of course the NGOs and CSOs, and of course to the team in